English opening, reverse Sicilian, Taimanov, Hungarian attack. Intense. That was a serious game. That game was pretty competitive. White played a bit better than Black in the opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players missed some big chances in the end game. In the English opening, White plays c4 to take control of the d5 square without sacrificing a central piece. This is a more patient opening. e5 controls the d4 and f4 squares, and allows the queen and dark squared bishop to develop. The light squared bishop is getting ready to be fianchetto on g2, where it will be positioned on the long diagonal. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. By positioning the bishop on a potent diagonal, this fianchettos the bishop. By doing this, a knight moves out of its beginning square and into the action. Fianchetto move bg7 places the bishop on the long diagonal. rb1 prepares the b4 pawn push. It is the last book move. This misses a chance to mold a bishop for advancement. It is incorrect. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. It is ideal. This develops a knight from its starting square, activating it. That's good. This strikes a rival knight. It is ideal. The knight is now on a square that is more secure. It is quite good. That's a decent move. That's good. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. It is good. By doing this, a knight moves out of its beginning square and into the action. That's good. This loses a chance to imply that winning a pawn is possible. It is incorrect. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent avoids some of the attacking associated with opposite side castling. It is excellent. That's fine. It is good. This uses a pawn to attack the center while vying for position. That's good. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That's a decent move. That's good. That's fine. It is good. By growing a bishop from its initial square, this activates it. That's good. Very precise. It is best. A solid choice. It is excellent. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Backs off. It is quite good. This is not the right idea. It is an inaccuracy. This is not the best. It is an inaccuracy. There was only one good move in that position. It is a mistake. Although White had the upper hand, the game is now almost even. It is incorrect. Now that the rooks can see one another, they can defend one another. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. That is a logical response. It is quite good. This misses a chance to strengthen a weak pawn's defense. It is incorrect. Recaptures. It is ideal. This strikes at the center, countering the opponent's ability to grab space. This threatens to create a passed pawn. It is best. This defends the pawn that was attacked. It is ideal. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This is the only move that works. It is best. This is an equal trade. It is best. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This keeps the material balance in check with good commerce. It is quite good. This is an equal trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is ideal. This prevents an assault on a pawn that may have been taken. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. This attacks a rook, winning a tempo when it moves away. It is best. The rook is now in a safe position. It is quite good. That's a decent move. That's good. By doing this, a queen moves off of its beginning square and into the action. It is ideal. That's fine. It is good. By posing a threat to a queen and compelling it to flee, this wins a tempo. It is ideal. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. It is best. This threatens to reveal an attack on a queen. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This attacks a bishop, winning a tempo when it moves away. It is best. This protects the bishop who was attacked. That's good. This pushes a passed pawn. It is best. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. This protects an underdefended pawn that is under attack. This threatens to push a passed pawn towards promotion. It is good. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This misses an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. Recaptures. It is ideal. This is the only good move. This is the start of the endgame and black is equal. It is a great move. This defends the attacked pawn. This threatens to push a passed pawn towards promotion. It is excellent. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This is the only move that works. This prevents the opponent from being able to push a passed pawn towards promotion. It is a great move. This captures a vulnerable pawn. It is best. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy. Very precise. It is best. This moves the queen to safety. It is best. This pins a bishop to the king. It is best. This is winning stuff. It is ideal. This prevents a queen on the other side from checking. It is ideal. This protects a bishop who was being attacked and lacked defense. It is ideal. A very strong play. It is excellent. This causes material loss. It is a mistake. This creates a threat to win a bishop. This took advantage of a mistake and white now has a winning advantage. It is a great move. This steps away from the checking queen. It is best. This threatens to win a bishop. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it? This ignores an opportunity to threaten checkmate. It is a miss. This loses a bishop. There was only one good move there. This overlooks an opportunity to threaten winning a rook. It is a blunder. This missed a move that would have produced a winning position. This ignores a better way to win a bishop. It is a miss. Backs off. It is ideal. This comes in several sections. It is ideal. This evades the check from the queen. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. From a prior move, recaptures. It is ideal. This is not the right idea. It is an inaccuracy. This overlooks a better way to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. It is an inaccuracy. This loses a queen. It is a blunder. This creates a threat to win a pawn. It is good. This prevents a queen on the other side from checking. It is ideal. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. It is best. That bishop was free for the taking. It is excellent. This promotes a pawn to a queen. It is best. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. This is the only good move. It is a great move. Intense. That was a serious game. That game was pretty competitive. White played a bit better than black in the opening. That was an incredible middle game by both players. Both players missed some big chances in the endgame.